everyone, this is my week 4 video on the American dream and if it's something that we still believe in here in America. So I'm at the beach right now, so don't mind the hat and shades. It's muggy out here, but it's kind of bright. So I do think that, you know, we as Americans believe that we can still be anything we want to be in the world. And you know, when reading Ragged Dick, you can really see that from his progress from the beginning of the book to the end. You know, he at first was just kind of going about his way with being a bootblack and was okay with that, you know, going to the old Bowery at night and drinking. But when he met Frank, it kind of turned his view around, and at that point he wanted to be more. He wanted to be, you know, respectable and a gentleman. So once that was set into place in his head, then, you know, he really put in work to be that, and, you know, he accomplished it. So I do believe it's possible for anyone to be anything they want if they put their mind to it and they work hard for it. It was a good question in the prompt, if, you know, we value ethical behavior over celebrity status. I think that would, you know, be each to its own, because some people, you know, move up in the world and still keep their morals. You know, they do everything honestly, and they're loyal to the people who come with them and help them get up to where they need to be. Some people, though, they like the celebrity status, they like the fame, and they do whatever it takes to get there. So I think it really depends on the person. You know, for me personally, though, if you're looking at it, I think if you're working hard for something, you really want it, you could definitely achieve it. But if you notice, like, a lot of the famous people, movie stars, rappers, you know, sports stars, you know, they all start up from the same place. You know, we all start from the bottom somewhere and work our way up. And some do get that luck in getting a shortcut by, you know, meeting someone in the industry, and then their career just takes off. And I mean, it is a shortcut, but it's awesome. I mean, to bypass all that work, I mean, I think it's great. But as you can see, some people, you know, once they do get that famous status, they begin to lose a lot of the people that came with them and helped them to get there, because, you know, they lose their morals. You know, they become disloyal, you know, and I guess in a way they forget where they came from because of the fame. So I think if you're gonna be somebody, you know, you're gonna make it, then you definitely need to remember where you came from, because that always takes you right back to your roots, and it makes you appreciate what you've done and where you are. And in this story too, with Dick, he does, sorry about that was a red card. So in this story, you know, with Ragged Dick, you know, he's a great example of that, because no matter how much money he has in the bank, or, you know, how good he's doing, he still reaches out a hand to help other people, because he believes that everyone, you know, needs help, and he remembers what it was to be there in that position they're in. And I mean, if you had to pick or choose, you know, whether you'd want ethical, if you'd value ethical behavior over celebrity status, I would value ethical behavior, because, you know, you can be famous or you can't be, but your character and your morals are always going to be with you. And if you're a good person and you're honest, then I think that can get you very far, along with the hard work that you have. And yeah, down to the last question for the prompt, I do think, you know, luck is somewhat of a shortcut, but everybody needs a little luck. So, you know, why not have it? I think this was a good topic to bring up. You know, if we actually do believe we can be anything in this world. Now it seems so crazy with so much qualifications, you know, for certain things you want to do, and people get discouraged a lot of the time because there's so much work they have to put into getting to where they want to be. But you know, as long as you work for it, you believe in what you're doing, you stick to your morals, and you remember where, you know, you came from, and once you get there, it's a great feeling. And, you know, I teach my kids the same thing, that if you really want to be something, you can be anything you want, as long as you work hard. But never forget where you came from, because that's what made you. And and Ragged Dick really brought that point out in his story. So that's all I got for this week. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.